Hello and welcome to episode 45 of my Let's Play Vanilla Minecraft. I am here with the kitty, who's annoying and cute and adorable. And yes, like being scratched behind the ears, don't you kitties? Okay, before I get... No, my sandwiches. Just making a beeline right for my sandwiches. Hungry cat. Okay, anyway, I am the Great Cajun. No, you may not share my lap with my sandwiches. I don't trust you with my sandwiches. Okay. So basically what I want to do this episode is I want to take a break from the stadium, and I want to start working on the end a bit, because, well, we need ender pearls. That make my life so much easier to have a supply of ender pearls. But at the moment, I don't really have a convenient way of getting them. Yes, I've gone a really long time without a convenient way of getting ender pearls. But for that, I need to connect the stronghold with my minecart network here, my minecart system. But for that, to connect it to this line here, which is the closest and most, well, probably not the easiest, but anyway, I want to connect it up to this line here. Just leave it at that. Now, for that, I'm gonna have to do something I've been putting off and putting off since I pretty much built this whole system. And that is, I need to build repeater stations. Now, when I say repeater stations, I don't mean like redstone repeater. Oh, right, that's a half slab. Can't build stuff on it. I don't mean just like a normal redstone repeater. Just, spaced here and there, to continue a redstone signal. No. I'm talking about the much more hated and feared store and forward, geez, I'm not even sure what it would be called, multiplexer, demultiplexer, repeater stations. Yeah, basically this thing that I'm on top of, this big gray block, this is a repeater station. Well, this is kind of the prototype I built, but it handles these 4 intersections here, or 3 intersections. Then go off cats. Man, that made me jump. Yes, you're cute and adorable. Sitting here in my own little world talking, and he presses his cold, wet nose to the back of my arm. Apparently climbed up on the back of my chair when I wasn't paying attention. Just one moment. Okay, now that the cat has been kicked out, where was I? Oh yeah. Feared, dreaded repeater stations that handles these 3 intersections. Split off into 4 directions. Anyway, let's do a quick review of how this whole thing works for people who might not have bothered watching earlier episodes. Yes, I'm talking about you. You know who you are. Anyway, so basically, we have these buttons here. When I press one of these buttons, let's say Sand Quarry, things go on in the background here. Redstone signal goes to these torches, which turns off this signal here, which allows the torch here to turn on, or torches that's being kept off by that to turn on. And also sends a pulse over here, which uses these redstone latches, I guess they're called. I can't remember what the actual name is. But it allows them to toggle for a moment and remember the signal that is sent to them by that. See, we already have one here. Anyway, this signal gets sent over to this device here, which is a multiplexer. The pulse of pushing the button, or, yeah, the... excuse me. Okay. Pushing the button causes this monostable circuit here to pulse, which sends a signal, or sends a signal both down this line and this line here. The pulse that goes down there and tells devices down the line to prepare for an incoming signal. And this here alternates, or goes down the line and switches the signal on and off for the based on the inputs here. So it takes a lot of parallel signals, in this case 8 parallel signals, and serializes them and sends them down the serial line here. Now, the advantage of serial lines is that it only requires one brain glitched. It only requires one redstone line to send basically an unlimited number of redstone signals. In this case, 8 redstone signals. If I were to do this in parallel, it would require 8 redstone lines. Anyway, I go over here to my prototype deplexer, multiplexer thing. Comes down here. Let's see. The initial signal comes over here and toggles this. Actually, I don't even remember what that does. Oh yeah, this thing prevents the rest of the signal things. It basically turns on the thing, tells it to block out all other from the pulsar here. Anyway, I don't quite fully remember what all this does here. So, you know what, I'm just gonna say fuck it. Thing takes the incoming signal, breaks it up, remembers it in these units here, yes. So, okay, right, pulse comes down this way. Comes along here. These toggle just as their respective signal comes through. So, yeah, the signal is remembered here. And then when when a minecart goes over the minecart detector up there, it will then re-multiplex the signal, transmit it through this thing here, which is identical to the one that was in there, and resends it along to the next repeater station, basically. Yes. So I need to build more of the basically this whole room here. Yeah, so multiplexer, deplexer rooms. Yes. To go all the way over to the stronghold, and by my calculations I need about 10 of them, I think. So I've got my work cut out for me here. I probably do not have enough redstone for this, so I'm probably gonna have to do a fair amount of mining. Actually, I might not build all of them this episode. I might just build like 1 or 2 this episode. But basically I need a break from the stadium, and this is going to be it. The sun's setting or rising? It's hard to tell. I think it's setting. Yeah, because I have that way towards... Anyway, so... yeah. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll be back once I have something more to show. Alright. So, basically, to position the repeater, I need to stand about here, figure out what chunk I'm on, figure out what direction we travel in, appears to be the x-axis, the negative x-axis, and subtract 9 from this number here, this 8, which gets us about 17, which is where I built the repeater. The repeater station. This huge block of stone brick over here is the repeater station. Took me... I just realized I'm getting screen tearing here. Up the freaking wazoo. Okay. Anyway. This is the repeater station. It goes by the methodology of store and forward. So the message or the data comes in, or when the minecart lands on that detector rail back there, it sends the signal. It transmits a signal into here. It's stored. It's received and stored in this memory unit here. Oh, I forgot there was a ladder there. And then when minecart passes over this detector rail here, cat, go away. When minecart passes over that detector rail there, it then causes the signal to be remultiplexed and transmitted on its way down to what will be the next repeater station. Yes, so signal comes in, gets demultiplexed and stored there, and then remultiplexed and transmitted there. Demultiplexer? Remultiplexer. Yes. Yep, and so it's one repeater station down. I think like 9 more to go. Although I still have some testing I want to do on this station. In my earlier tests, I was getting some inconsistent results. And I'm not entirely satisfied that I've solved the issues there. Although I've probably invested way too much in this thing to just simply back out now. Is that a dark corner over there? Did I leave a dark corner where things could spawn? What is the light level over here? Yeah, I certainly did. Problem solved. Any other corners that are dark? No, I think that's pretty much it. Well, how about this over here? Nope, we look pretty good there. Yeah. Well, I've been working on this for quite a while. It is now almost 2 a.m. And I really should stop this and go to bed. Although I'm probably going to start the next one anyway. Well, now that I've got the kinks worked out on this one, or at least I hope I got the kinks worked out, mostly got figured out how it should be. So the next one should be a lot faster in the building. Yes. I hope. Yeah, so I'll be back once I have a bit more to show. Oops. Yeah, well, anyway, as you can see from the top right there, or top left, it is version 1.7.1 pre-release. Rendering issues I've noticed are a lot less. I don't have nearly as much screen tear. But anyway, I just had to show this. I came over to check in this chest, and can't help but notice that I'm getting glowstone dust, sugar, spider eyes, glass bottles. Holy crap, that wasn't in there when I just checked. And sticks. getting witches in my system or something? Oh, yes, and redstone dust. Okay, the sticks, the bottles, the eyeballs, and the sugar are just downright baffling. The redstone and glowstone is worrying. First thing that comes to mind with those things is that a creeper might have gone off somewhere in the system and blown up some glowstone and some redstone that got sucked into the system here. But I went around the house and made a quick inspection and I didn't find any creeper holes. The sugar, the eyeballs, sticks, and the bottles? Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to look up witches real quick. Let's see exactly what it is they drop. Witches. What exactly are their drops? Oh! Okay. Yes. So they drop glass bottles, glowstone dust, gunpowder, redstone, spider eyes, sticks, and sugar. Okay. So I must have witches dying in my system here? But no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, right there, patch notes. As of version 13W42A, witches now spawn anywhere with a light level, where the light level is 7 or less, including any biome at night and in caves. So they're no longer spawning in just witch huts. That is interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Okay. Well, cool. I don't have to go out and build a witch grinder, which I had actually planned to do at some point in the future. Since now they spawn anywhere and give me free supplies. Works for me. Which also means I can be a little bit more liberal about redstone usage and glowstone usage. Yes. Now, since I have this thing up, I figure I'll mention it. I had like 4 or 5 stacks of redstone ore, and I used a normal pick to break them all. I completely forgot to go grab a fortune pick first, so I wasted a lot of redstone. Sucks because I am pretty much out. Well, I have like a couple. Well, no, I just have like this stack of redstone blocks left. Anyway, I guess we might as well go on the grand tour since I have your attention here. Well, actually, I guess there's not much to show. I just have, I finished a second repeater station, which is where all my redstone is gone. And, I think I have just enough redstone to build a third repeater station. And then I'm gonna have to do some more mining, which I've already had to do to get this redstone. Yes. Although if I can encourage more witches to give me more redstone, that might be better. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording until I have a bit more to show. Alright, I'm here in my creative world, and because something just occurred to me. If witches are now able to spawn anywhere, need to make sure that my system can handle witches. So, toss a witch in here. Okay, good. They can fit through 2 high block space. And I think she just drank a potion of fire resistance. Yeah. So she could be there for a while. Which means that when dealing with... Well, they'll probably wind up going down the hole with the skeletons. But even if they don't, that means I cannot use lava or water to kill them. Or any hole that they might fall down into. Any system they might get thrown into or sorted into. Cannot kill via lava or drowning. Or, fire or drowning. Because I strongly suspect they are immune to both, completely. Which really sucks. Come on. Ah, yeah. I think she just drank a potion. Ah, damn it. Well, I suppose we can sit here for a few minutes. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna skip ahead about 5 minutes or so, and let's see what happens. Alright, well, I've been sitting here for about 5 minutes, and as we can see, the witch still hasn't drowned. Maybe the witch in lava will have, had better luck. Nope. The witch in the lava is still far too alive for my preference. Well, it's kind of funny when she looks up with the fire there in her face. Crud. This means I'm going to have to go for some sort of gravity trap. Or a gravity method of killing them. Killing creepers, skeletons, and witches. Which is not efficient, but I don't have much of a choice. Oh, yeah. Save and quit. That also has other ramifications. Let's go up to the grinder. Okay, so I'm up here on top of the house where the mob grinder is. And basically, I'm gonna need to revise this thing completely. Because, well, this works for normal mobs. It will not work on witches. Which could potentially clog up the system. Also, I need to probably revise it for the baby zombies as well, because they do fit through there and just fall. It's kind of satisfying watching this. Very satisfying. That's a lot of mobs. Jeez. Oh, there's still more coming. Bye, zombie villager. And regular zombie. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to redesign this to be able to deal with them. Anyway, on another note, I now have 3 repeater stations completely built. And, to my surprise, I'm actually about halfway to where I need to go. So possibly another 3 or 4 more repeater stations, and I'll be as far down the path as I need to be. Yes. Let's get a look at it from up here. Well, we can't really get a good view of it. But yeah. So, just need a crap ton more redstone to build 3 or 4 more of the stations. And I'll be ready to link up the stronghold. Though I'm going to have to get some more stone because I've kind of run out just about. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pause recording until I have a bit more to show. Alright, I have finished building up all the repeater stations needed. That took quite a bit of resources, but wasn't actually as bad to build as I was expecting it to be. And I only required about half what I estimated. My estimation was about 9 or 10 of them was going to be needed, but only about 5 was actually needed. Which is cool for me. Let's see. Yes. No. I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, so the repeater stations all built up. Now the first 2 were kind of a bit of a struggle, but once I got the design basically figured out, it's pretty much a piece of cake to make work. As that I just pretty much built them all to be identical. And so now I have pretty much every component in this memorized. Yes. And this is where the intersection is. That direction is, well, the rail going this direction is going to go to the end portal, while this one's going to continue off to the stadium. I've tested the redstone, and it does in fact pass the signal properly between the stations all the way over to here, which is really, really cool. I was afraid that I might have this like one chunk too far, or have each one chunk too far from one another, but nope. They're just right, which is awesome. Now, I actually kind of built the intersection a little bit too early for the end, or for the stronghold. It's actually about a couple chunks too early, but it's close enough, I think. The tracks may run in parallel for a few chunks, which, you know, isn't much. It's perfectly fine. Oh, crap. Oh, well. So, well, that sucks. Now I'm gonna have to walk... Well, no, actually I won't have to walk all the way back, but... pretty close to it. And I should have grabbed the minecart, so I'd have that to use. At least it's daytime. Yes. So... I guess in the next episode, we'll be working on the end, probably. Yes. So, once again, I am KHM, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.